Hello, students. A very warm welcome to all of you to Mini World of Dreams. I hope you all are doing well. In our last video, we looked at the complete BA 5th semester economics syllabus, including Paper 1 and Paper 2. We saw the complete syllabus of Paper 1, Development Economics, and Paper 2, Public Economics. From today, we are going to start our chapter-wise classes and detailed notes one by one. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's class. Today's chapter is Chapter 1, Introduction to Economic Development. In this chapter, there are several important topics, but in today's class, we are going to study two important points in detail. Today's two topics: 1. Concept and definition of economic development. 2. Difference between economic growth and economic development. So let's start with our first topic. 1. Concept and definition of economic development. First, let's understand. What is economic development? In simple words, economic development is the process through which the income of a country increases along with improvement in the standard of living, education, health, employment opportunities, and overall socio-economic conditions of the people. This means that simply increasing the income of a country is not enough to call it economic development. The standard of living of the people should also improve. For example, suppose the income of a country increases, but at the same time, unemployment is increasing, poverty is increasing, education facilities are poor, health services are not improving, income inequality is increasing. Then we cannot say that the country has achieved complete economic development. Therefore, economic development is a broad concept. Main elements of economic development. Economic development mainly includes the following important elements. 1. Increase in income. The national income and per capita income of a country should increase. When people's income increases, their purchasing power and standard of living can also improve. 2. Improvement in standard of living. People should have better access to food, clothing, housing, education, healthcare, other basic facilities. Improvement in these facilities leads to a better quality of life. 3. Reduction in poverty. One of the important objectives of economic development is to reduce poverty. When people get better employment and income opportunities, poverty can be reduced. 4. Increase in employment opportunities. As an economy develops, new industries and service sectors grow. This creates new employment opportunities for people. 5. Development of education and health. A country's development cannot be measured only by money or income. People should also have access to better education and healthcare facilities. Therefore, education and health are important parts of economic development. 6. Reduction in income inequality. The benefits of economic development should not remain in the hands of only a few people. The benefits of economic growth should reach different sections of society. Therefore, reducing income inequality is also an important part of development. Definition of economic development. Different economists have explained economic development in different ways. In simple words, we can understand it as economic development is the long-term process of increasing production and income, along with improvement in the standard of living and overall socio-economic welfare of the people. So, remember this important point: economic development is not only an increase in income, it also includes overall improvement in the lives of people. We can remember it like this: economic development equals income growth plus better standard of living plus social and economic improvement too. Difference between economic growth and economic development. Now let's move to our second important topic. The terms economic growth and economic development may sound similar, but they have different meanings. First, let's understand both separately. What is economic growth? Economic growth refers to an increase in the real national income, total output, or per capita income of a country over a period of time. In simple words, when the production of goods and services in a country increases, it is called economic growth. For example, suppose a country produces goods and services worth 100 crore rupees in 1 year. If the production increases to 120 crore rupees in the next year, there has been an increase in production. This is called economic growth. What is economic development? Economic development is a broader concept. It does not look only at an increase in production or income. It also considers whether there is improvement in people's income, education, health, employment, standard of living, poverty, inequality, social welfare. So, economic development means overall improvement in the economic and social conditions of people. Major differences between economic growth and economic development. This part is very important from the exam point of view, so make sure you understand these differences properly. 1. Meaning economic growth. It means an increase in national income production or per capita income. Economic development. It means an increase in income along with improvement in the standard of living and socio-economic conditions. 2. Scope. Economic growth has a limited scope. It mainly focuses on the increase in income and production. Economic development has a wider scope. It includes economic, social, and human aspects of development. 3. Quantitative and qualitative changes. Economic growth mainly refers to quantitative changes. It asks questions such as, how much did production increase? How much did income increase? On the other hand, economic development includes both quantitative and qualitative changes. It also looks at whether the quality of people's lives has improved. 4. Standard of living. Economic growth can increase production and income, but it does not necessarily mean that the standard of living of all people has improved. Economic development gives importance to improvement in the standard of living of people. 5. Poverty and unemployment. A country can experience economic growth even when poverty and unemployment still exist, but economic development gives importance to reducing poverty and unemployment. 6. Income. Inequality. Economic growth can increase the total income of a country, but it does not necessarily mean that income is distributed equally among all people. Economic development gives importance to reducing income inequality and ensuring that the benefits of development reach different sections of society. So, students, this was our first class from Chapter 1, Introduction to Economic Development. Today, we completed the first two important topics. 1. Concept and definition of economic development. And 2. Difference between economic growth and economic development. If you found this class helpful, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. And if you want complete chapter-wise notes and easy explanations for Be a Fifth Semester Economics, make sure to subscribe to Mini World of Dreams and turn on the notification bell. We will continue with the next important topics of this chapter in the next class. So keep studying, keep revising, and prepare well for your exams. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next class. Bye, everyone.